Yes, how's it going? So I think this will probably be my most important video up there because I think everything I talk about all ties into this one thing. Because I talk a lot about strategy to talk about like about like tactics and stuff like that, but I never actually talk about the main reason why most people can't get anything done in their business. And this thought actually sparked to my head when I had a conversation with someone that was looking to join my my service, and we had a very interesting conversation about just modern coaches and how business operates and like as a whole. And it just sparked this thought. I was like, oh, this is a very good like argument. Why don't I just make a video about this? So it wasn't an argument, it was just like a sales argument in my head. So what is the reason why people mainly can't get anything done in their business? And it's not what you think. So most of the time, people in business, they're very smart because they know exactly what they need to do. They've consumed the knowledge, they've got the courses, they've got the coaches, they've got people telling them exactly what they need to do. But why is this so common that a lot of people can't necessarily do all the things that they're supposed to do? And the reason is because you have to wear a ton of hats when you're building things. So what that means is that when people want to do something as for the business, they'll go to like a coach or consultant and they'll tell you exactly what to do, and they'll also offer you support. But the issue where and what I really don't like about like the whole coaching stuff is that we only have 24 hours in a day, and I'm a human being and we are human beings essentially. So I'm going to explain to you what I'm talking about. So this is you. So that is you. I made this diagram in, I don't know, maybe like 5 minutes or something like that. So that's you right there. And this is all the stuff that the people tell you to do. So you go to the course tells you, oh, you need to, make that funnel, you need to make a website, you need to build a design, and you're like, cool, I'll do that. Then you need to make content now because people need to know who you are and they need to trust you. So you make the content, you post the content, you script it, all that type of stuff. And now you have to do the outreach. So now people have to basically, my lights just went off. People have to find you now. So people have to be like, okay, what is this guy talking about? Who is this person in the first place? People have to actually see what you're doing, and then you have to, in order to do that efficiently, you have to book meetings, you have to like set meetings, all that type of good stuff. But like, as you can tell, that is a ton of things that you have to basically do. So if you don't have the capacity to do this, what people will tell you is that, oh, you're just lazy, and oh, you just can't do all that type of stuff. Because it is true, you can do all that type of stuff, but holy crap, we are human beings. Like, people have like stuff they have to do. Like, not everyone is like super all in what they're doing. So some people can only dedicate like maybe 5, 6, 8 hours a day to focus on that, which is still a lot, and they still might not be able to get all of the stuff done. And this is literally just on the acquisition side. I'm not even talking about the back end stuff, like actually fulfilling for your clients, actually doing the things that you said you were going to do for your clients, and also some other things on the side, like service delivery and everything, that stuff, all that type of stuff. But everyone will trick you to tell you that, oh, you need to be this perfect person, you need to be able to focus on all this type of stuff. But the people at the top, the actual top, like the people that are even telling you to do this stuff, have teams of people that literally focus on each different thing in their business, and that's why they're so successful. But they're not telling you to build teams. A lot of these people are just telling you to, oh, do this stuff by yourself, you do it XYZ, but you do it and then you don't get to where you want to be because of one issue. And I'm going to explain to you why that's the case. So imagine someone telling you all you need to do, you know exactly what you need to do, but you're not doing it because sometimes we literally just can't, because it moves the needle, but at the end of the day, you're not going to be as efficient. So I'm going to explain to you why we know all this stuff, we do all this stuff, but at the end of the day, it doesn't get us to where we want to be. So I'm going to explain to you why. So this is, I stole this from Sam Ovens, because I was watching one of his videos, but I think Sam Ovens stole this from someone else, so I don't really care. Anyways, the way that this works is that you have energy essentially, and energy is something that you can't create or destroy, so you don't have a ton of it to dedicate to different things. So what happens is that you're dedicating all this stuff to, let's say this is making a website, this is doing the thing, this is making funnels, this is doing outreach, this is making content, this is scripted content, this is editing content. So as you can see, your energy is going to different places at one time, and it's not as efficient as possible because you do one thing, and then obviously if you want to do another thing, you have to think about another thing, and then obviously you can imagine how messy and how inefficient that will get at the long run. So I'm sure people that have done all these type of stuff can imagine, even myself, because I do a lot of things as a business owner, and I can imagine doing all these things just doesn't make me as efficient. Versus if you only have to focus on one thing, which is I would say 99% of the people that are at the top making like, you know, the 100Ks and stuff like that, they only have to focus on one thing, which is literally just producing content, making the videos, making people aware. And then they have a lot of other people just doing all of this stuff that they're telling you to do by yourself. So make it make sense how you're going to be efficient at all of this stuff. Make it make sense. Okay. So there is literally no easier way to put it. You need a team, you need actual people, you need human beings that have energy like you do, focused on one thing so that you can actually focus on your other things essentially. So you need someone that is literally just dialed in focused on making scripts for videos. You need someone that's actually dialed in focused that's editing the videos for you. You need someone that actually monitors traffic and posts the videos, guys. So someone that actually does that, because that does take some time actually. And then someone that actually does the outreach, so does the reach outs, does the traffic stuff. And then someone that actually makes the systems, makes the funnels, all that type of, you know, techie fancy stuff that people always complicate. And the reason why this moves the ball super quickly is because their focus is aligned on one thing. The person that makes the scripts for videos is not the person doing the editing. The person that does the outreach is not the person doing the funnels for you. So when they're focused on one thing, they move the needle a lot faster. But the reason why we can't do that in business is because if I just focused on making funnels for my website, then who's gonna focus on making the content if I'm just one person, if that makes sense? So this is literally the reason. It's not because you have information gaps or you have knowledge gaps, or it's not because, oh, you're lazy or something like that. Because when you think about it, all humans are lazy, but that's a different topic anyways. That's a very interesting, maybe I should make a video about that. But all humans are lazy. That's just the premise of it. And they're literally trying to tell you that you can do all of this stuff, but they're telling you can do all of this stuff as one person, which is literally false, because a lot of the people, like I said at the top, have teams of people literally doing this. And the people that have all of this stuff in place, like people that are focused on this one thing, get to where they want to be 10 times faster, because all the coaches you probably look up to, like I said before, have teams on the rosters that specialize in one thing. And that's how you see, you know, growth extremely quickly. So for example, it might take you, let's say 6 months to get, let's say, to 15K per month. And then once you get to 15K per month, you have capital you can allocate to hiring people. People that get 15K per month that took them 6 months, they'll get to like 100K in like 3 months. And people will be like, oh wow, he's so smart, he figured something out. And it's not. He didn't, like, he's doing the same thing he was doing before probably. He just got people to dedicate the focus to literally one thing that moves the needle. So now their energy can be directed to other things, which also moves the needle as well too. So this is exactly how your energy graph looks like if you decide to go alone and not work with people like you know, my team and stuff like that. So your focus, then you're going to be moving the needle very small in different points, because you're going to be editing content, making your scripts, doing your warm outreach, doing your even cold outreach, you're doing your meetings, posting your content, engaging with communities, and then you actually have to serve your clients as well, which is another beast. You have to make your funnels, you have to do all that type of stuff, like different things that I haven't even mentioned in this video. You have to do all this stuff. But then if you wanted to work with someone like my team and stuff like that, like my whole service delivery team, this is how your energy graph will look like if you work like this, because you're actually going to be focused on literally two things, which is making the content, actually, you know, making your content, and then actually doing the thing that you wanted to do, which is actually serve your clients, because you're not going to be in this business game if you're doing it if you don't enjoy it, for example. So I would assume you enjoy making the stuff and you enjoy serving your clients. So this is literally where your focus is on, because all of this stuff, we have people like this that take care of each and every one of these things. They're literally focused on one thing. And that's why people that come in literally get to where they want to be 10x faster, because we have a team. We're not going to sit here and tell you that, oh, do XYZ, because we know that, you know, you can't. Like even the stuff that I mentioned over here, like a lot of this stuff, like I literally can't do. I literally have people in place to help me do all this type of stuff. And that's why it's making me move more efficiently, because I've understood that I know the stuff I need to do. Like I got the courses, I got the coaching, I know exactly what I need to do. But it's not a case of like I'm just lazy and I don't want to do anything. It's just a case that I can't do all of that type of stuff in one day. So by delegating it, by telling people that have focused on one thing to do that as well, that's where my energy graph just goes into actually, you know, serving my clients and then making the content like this, for my clients. So this is literally how my energy graph kind of looks like right now. And a lot of people starting business out, they'll be tricked to, think to themselves that, oh, it's because that, I'm just not diligent enough, I'm not disciplined enough and stuff like that. But they're doing all of this stuff and they expect to move the needle as fast as possible. Like, come on, guys, like, explain to you, be honest with yourself. Like, do you think you can actually do all this stuff by yourself? So once you know that, and you know that you need something like this in place, working with us is literally a no-brainer. Like, it literally makes no sense, because you're literally telling yourself, I want to move the needle slower by not working with us. So if that's what you want to do, if you like slow growth, that's fine. I'm not saying that's bad, but if you want to obviously move 10x faster, then work with us, because this stuff is hard work, and that's why there's not a lot of people like us that's willing to actually do this stuff. And that's the reason why we actually have a team of people doing the stuff. Okay, so if you want your focus to be super good, I don't know why I use that word, but it makes sense, book a quote with me or my team, and we'll see if we can get you to where you want to be 10x faster, guys. All right, I hope this video kind of helped you. Sorry if I ranted a little bit, but I'd like to see you in the next one. Peace out.